Hey, welcome. We are on the
Hi.
internet. Oh, Mike, you didn't have a shirt on still. That's fun. All right, ladies, there you go. Debt paid.
Free boobs. Free boobs.
Uh,
We're taking
God,
straight, folks.
we're gonna get Twitch banned.
Yep, shut
Oh, no.
it down.
Yeah.
Channel deleted.
deleted. Gone. YouTube is going to give us so many strikes.
Whatever, they want to see my tits.
Not going to end up in the record. Oh, man. All right. How is everyone this week? Are we ready to play some D&D? Is it going to be fun?
Man,
Should
we're
we
doing
do it?
really good.
Yeah?
We're doing super good.
Awesome. All right. Well, who wants to catch us up on what happened last time?
Oh, me.
Mikey does.
Me.
Mikey. All right.
Oh, man, I actually... Oh, no, I do remember. Okay, so we ran away from a dragon. Somehow we didn't die,
Nope. didn't
which
I?
was improbable. And then we made it to the next room. And it was a bunch of skeletons. Am I missing anything? Did anything happen in between that room and the skeletons?
Mm-mm.
I don't think anything really happened.
The bard.
We-
The statue with the bard, the song.
Yeah, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That would have been after the dragon, however.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, it was
so
the dragon and then the skeleton and then the big,
really
big
what I
skeleton.
remember was we fought skeletons for like 2 fucking hours last week is what
Yeah.
we did. Like,
That's pretty
of them
much
were
what
very large.
happened.
there was a giant one and a big snake one and several
Yep.
reviving little ones.
Yep, there you
And
go.
I think mostly we fought them. And then the door said some witty, stupid thing to us that probably just made Gore mad. And that's about all I remember.
And then we looted that place.
Oh, and we got all the money. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got paid, dude. We got like
Oh,
500
yeah, I have a whole
platinum
list
and
of
like a
shit
bunch of
here.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, and Bones turned into a dwarf, and I turned into a human.
Oh, yeah, and there was the whole
Oh,
race.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I did a terrible time this week.
Throne.
I
The
got you.
throne did that.
So last time we met, you all faced the final challenge of Ulrich's Vault, the giant skeleton, who couldn't hit a damn thing, if you all remember correctly. He kept having
Yep, I
3
remember
attacks
that.
and would land 0 or 1 of them the entire time. It was the most frustrating thing I've experienced in a while. But you fought a long, hard battle against the giant skeleton and his Bone Naga sidekick and their various minions, but you all prevailed. You then all found the throne. Bones was the first to sit on the throne and found herself transformed into a hill dwarf. Nain sat on the throne next, found himself transformed into a human, oddly similar to Bones in size and shape. You kind of then started to determine that you transformed into whatever sat upon the throne last, or at least some version of that. You looted as much as you could from the vault, and you began to make your way out, where you ran into Hab Grigsby outside the cave, Grigsby. Hey, Netflix and Pickle is hosting.
Hey.
Yay, thanks.
How do I do that again?
Anyway, he was curious to hear the tales from your adventures and offered you another night's stay at his farm. Given the very long day you had in the vault, it did not sound like a bad idea. And that's kind of where we left it. You all were on your way back to Hab's farm with the intent to stay there for the evening. You make your way back. The farm is exactly as you left it earlier in the morning. Hab, you unless
Has it
you're...
really only been a day? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It's only been a day. You even took a nap inside the vault for a while, so it's been a long day. But anyway, Hab and his wife Hilda greet you, and they set you up with dinner and things. As you're sitting around the dinner table, Gror, have you continued perusing through that journal as you've had downtime?
Yeah, that's something I don't think we touched on, was that I found this sweet journal sitting by the throne.
Yeah, we kind of talked about like a cursory overview of what was in it, and I promised you some more detail. As you open the journal again, because I'm assuming you really haven't had a chance to open it since you left the vault. As you sit down,
No, I wouldn't have looked at it until we got to the place, probably.
Yeah, as you sit down near the table and look in it again, make a wisdom saving throw.
Pretty good at that. Hey, and I rolled pretty good too, so 18.
18. Okay. Okay. So, as you're flipping through this book, it talks about the last entry in the journal is 2 weeks ago.
Fairly recent.
Shit.
Yeah, that's odd, since it's Ulrich's journal. And this vault is Hassenbeck, the dwarf man, or the door dwarf, led you to believe that this vault was hundreds, if not thousands, of years old. Very old vault. And Ulrich is the creator of said vault. But the last entry is about 2 weeks ago by Ulrich himself. It talks a lot about how he misses being a dwarf and how he comes back to sit on the throne. And that's the only reason he visits the vault.
Wait, this was
2 weeks.
Ulrich writing?
Yes. As far as you can tell.
Okay.
The handwriting throughout the entire book is the same. And the last entry is dated, you would know, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
Going back further in the book, you note that the first entry about the throne is that it was created, it looks like 700 or so years ago. And it was created as an attempt of transferring thought into a mechanical being. But it obviously didn't work. And became it became the thing that it is now. Flipping through forward, you start to find entries talking about Hassenbeck and the sadness surrounding his death and the loss of this friend. He was Ulrich's friend. Ulrich was very sad to have had the loss and that he's gone. Flipping backwards again to try to find the first reference to Hassenbeck in the book that you can, you start to notice very odd plans near the beginning of the journal about trying to take control of the realms in the name of all dwarves and starting this mechanical army. He appears to have started construction on this mechanical army at some point, and what he did create is located in another vault somewhere. The location is kind of obscure. Reading through this entry, you notice that there's a lot of hints to many other vaults located throughout the realms, holding God knows what. As you read through, one does stand out that is mentioned over and over and over again, and it's this vault that is rumored to be under the city of Waterdeep. Ulrich claims to have contributed in its construction, but he's unsure of what exactly it contains. He doesn't know what it was built to protect. But given the size and magnificence of this creation that he describes, it was probably something glorious and magnificent, some sort of awesome wealth. Ulrich claims later, as you flip forward looking for more references towards to this dungeon underneath Waterdeep, you find more references where Ulrich himself tried to enter and he was turned back and surprised by things he just didn't know that existed. Who knows how many people contributed to the creation of this thing. One of his last entries just has the words "dangerous place. I'm done."
Okay.
And it goes on a lot more about the same.
Do I know anything about this? I mean, like, I'm a dwarf. I'm an old dwarf.
Yep.
Technically, I'm a king.
True.
Do I know anything about this guy? Like this Ulrich? Does this name mean anything to me now with some more context in the book or whatever?
Oddly, no. That's what's the most strange thing to you about reading this book. Yes and no. I mean, if there was some weird, evil dwarf mage out there, you'd assume you would have heard of him through rumor and legend, but no. That's the odd thing. And while the journal goes into great detail, there's not a lot known about him outside of this book, as far as you know.
Okay.
I mean, clearly Hassenbeck knew him. He was a friend who is now trapped inside doors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very strange. And in the timeline here is the other part that confuses you completely. The journal seems to go back 1,000 years or more. But I mean, if this is one man's journal, what?
You said the handwriting is consistent throughout.
Yep.
All right, so I will blah pretty much all of this information to the group. Like, I'll recant what I have gathered from this book. I don't think I need to hide any of that information. And what I would propose then, so here's what Gror is thinking, at least. Like, all right,
are you kind of just having this discussion at the dinner table with Hab present as well, just out of curiosity?
Sure. Yeah, he seems cool. I like him. Okay. I trust him. He's got award-winning pies. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Best in the world.
Oh yeah, bit of a shock for him to learn that his little wolf problem was actually like a giant magic cave full of hundreds of platinum and shit. Yeah, like we're keeping that, by the way. But no, so Gror is on this long-standing quest to like rebuild his homeland and become a dwarf leader again. Is kind of his like low-key objective. And now he's reading this book about a mega powerful ancient dwarf guy who's building a robot army. And I'm not gonna lie, that has set off a number of alarm bells in Gror's head. And he's like, I gotta find this, and it's gotta be mine. Like, he definitely wants that. So I would propose, without necessarily revealing all of that to the group, I would say, hey, we should try to go talk to Hassenbach again and see if he's still in that door. And see if I sort of doubt it based on our interactions with him before, but maybe once we rest up, like, because there's like more mentions of vaults, and based on the payout of this one, like that could be some heady side quest objectives, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Back
I mean,
into
we're
that
here.
awful cave.
I mean, I'm not
Just to the front door.
From what I gathered from the book, I don't really know. There's one in Waterdeep, but the rest of them I don't really know about, and I don't really want to hand this book off to, like, y'all can look at it. Maybe you can glean something from it that I can't. I don't know what it's written in.
Anyone? Dwarvish. Anyone else able to read Dwarvish that wants to take a stab?
Nope.
Name?
I can read it, but I don't. I'm gonna trust what Gror said.
You're gonna have to beat an 18, so you better roll good on a wisdom.
Right. Better roll at least a 20.
Yeah. So yeah, he could read it and just say the words back to me, but yeah. It's probably about as good as we're gonna get. Well, okay, I'll hold on to it. Maybe if I spend some more time, I might be able to pull some more details out of here.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, and yeah, worth noting to the group that there's a bunch more vaults supposedly around under this guy's domain. And also, the last entry was 2 weeks ago, so maybe he's still alive. I don't know why he left his journal or what the score is, but
He's old.
yeah, like 1,000 apparently.
Is that old for a dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I'm
it's-
200,
That's old for
dwarf.
most
Oh.
beings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
No,
probably
that's
only got
Ellie
another
asking. I know
maybe
that.
50, 75 years, depending.
Ellie doesn't know
That's a
that.
good point. Sorry.
Yeah, that's super old. That's like way too old.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Yeah,
intriguing in its own right, that it's apparently the same guy all the way through.
And he says he wants to be a dwarf again. Maybe he's not a dwarf now, based on what that chair can do.
That's right. Who sat in it first, though? Bones. Well, Bones would turn into a dwarf because that's who, if supposedly he used it last. Right.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
And now if he goes to use it again, he's going to turn into a human because Bones was the last one to sit in it as well.
That's right. Yeah, joke's on him.
No, because when Bones sat in it, she turned into the dwarf. When you sat in it, you turned into Bones. So you just did it in reverse to undo it. So you sat in it, became
A dwarf.
a dwarf again.
And she became a human again, so there's a human charge left on the chair.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, no.
No, it
she
went all the way
was a
back. It
dwarf.
reverted back to dwarf.
She-
Yeah.
Right, yeah. She
yeah.
was a dwarf
Yeah.
and got rid of the dwarf. The dwarf is still with the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we should help him.
If we can find him.
Well, let's do it.
I'm going to have to talk to Hassenbach
I honestly
first.
forgot. Has this adventuring group been to Waterdeep? I think it was one of our other adventuring groups that went to Waterdeep.
No, this group has not been to Waterdeep.
I have
So
never been to Waterdeep.
So in realizing that we need to like jump back to our main story arcs here, I tried to like retrace where we started. And so if you all remember, we started on the riverboat gambling. You were sent to collect all of to get the winnings back because it was robbed by a band of marauding orcs.
Yep.
Tracing the orcs led you to some ruins where you rescued Bella and Davy from the ruins so they weren't killed and ransomed by the goblins, which led you to another vault,
we very much almost
if you
died there.
recall. that you broke into and got a bunch of stuff, which most of it was apparently Bella's, and so you let her keep most of it. Then from there, you made your way to a camp, which led you to being... you made your way to the outskirts of Waterdeep to meet with the militia. They then sent you away to go deal with something... No, they were sending you... Yeah, they were sending you down to Cholt to go find somebody. Was it Jamal?
Yep.
No,
Jamal.
it wasn't Jamal.
No, it was somebody from Bones' world.
It was Jamal. So they sent you. They were sending you to
Jamal.
Cholt to go find Jamal, and that's when you got sucked into Barovia because you ran into Sin in her traveling carnival.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which then led us back to now, where you were found by Hab, taken to his house. He asked you to go deal with some wolves, which led you back to that vault back there, which leads us right back to this moment.
It's been a dizzying.
So
2
in
weeks.
in an overview, this has been about a month of you all being together. 2 of you died along the way.
No, this is all brand new information to me.
I mean, that's not really like. I guess you guys don't know that a lot of the earlier bits, but yeah. So I just wanted to make
guys,
sure.
by the way, we killed an epic vampire lord. There was that happened.
Neat.
I would like to hear that story sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I was dead for the end, so I don't really remember.
Bones tells it the best.
But yeah. Anyway, sorry for that sidetrack, but I just wanted to see if everybody was on the same page as to the fortuitous route that has led us to this place. So yeah, journal, all that stuff, all the information, where we came from, what we've done. What are you guys doing next?
Eating heartily,
Hab kind of sits
drinking
back.
early, and sleeping.
Yeah, Hab kind of sits back after listening to all of this. Do you share your entire tale with Ellie and Mercy and Hab sitting at the table here?
I'd say at least what happened, like, in the vault, yeah?
Okay. So Hab sits back and he says, It's been a long time since I've been out on the road. And I've lost people as well. You all were in a very, very, very tired state when I first found you. But here we are. Everybody's smiles. Killing skeletons. That's great.
Huzzah.
And that journal, it's something.
I'll ask him if he knows anything about that name, King Ulrich or whatever.
Ulrich? He kind of looks for a moment. He stares at you and he says, "No, it doesn't seem to ring any bells. I barely knew that cave was back there." But, you're supposedly a king. I don't really believe that, but,
That's fine. Most people don't.
you also
I'll
don't
frown
seem
at him.
crazy.
I frown.
But, if I could do it again, I would chase that thing. I would go find the riches for myself. This farm's nice, but so much more.
Well, I died like 3 times, so you better be prepared if you're gonna go seeking adventure. Like, just saying. Like, I died 3 times yesterday. Yesterday, I died 3 times.
Yeah, it's a young man's game for sure.
No, I'm not going anywhere now.
Is he drunk or what?
Probably.
Always.
Let me guess, the wine is award-winning also, right?
Oh, have you not had my award-winning mulberry wine? He hands you a
No,
bottle.
I don't think so.
I'll say it's kind of sour.
He hands you the bottle, and it's strange because as he hands you the bottle, it's actually very nicely labeled. The wine inside is a very dark color. It's almost like a port, and there's an M stamped into the wax seal on the top of the bottle.
M for mulberry?
Yes.
I ask.
Yes, it's award-winning.
Awesome.
This motherfucker.
You're muted.
Are we going to bed?
I'll thank him for the bottle. I'll put it in my satchel. Be like, I'll enjoy this later.
I hope
Mulberry
you do.
wine.
I hope you do.
Oh. Thought of that.
All right, y'all are headed.
Somebody sleep.
Y'all are headed to bed.
We do. Before we go to sleep, I just want to kind of roll over. I'm assuming Mercy and I are like sharing a room, probably sharing a bed.
I mean, he had you set up in the barn. It was a very nice barn. Everything is still incredibly clean, pristine. It's like he's ready for guests 24/7.
In the barn, huh?
Yeah, no, it does not look like animals are set. There's no animals in here. Like he doesn't have it's the barn. You could eat off of the barn floor, and it is dirt. It's crazy.
Huh. I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna roll over.
But there's a hayloft and stuff, and yeah, y'all are just kind of around.
I'm gonna roll over to Mercy, just like while everybody's, I don't know, preparing to go to sleep. Like this isn't some big secret thing, but I'm just gonna check in and like, are you sure about this? I mean, we said we were gonna do this. We were gonna get the money, and then we were gonna go find your guy.
Yeah.
Do you wanna do that, or what do you want to do here? I'm along for
No.
the ride, hon.
We need to stick this out.
Okay. What if?
We need to stay.
But what if your window's closing? I mean, what if we don't find him? What if it's too late?
I think it's already too late. I don't think it matters anymore. Let's just stay. Go to bed. We'll just stay.
All right.
Ominous.
All right.
And I do.
All right.
It's never too late.
And so you all tuck in and go to sleep. As you all are sleeping, what's everybody's passive perception?
Ooh.
It's not shabby.
15. Mine's good because wisdom.
16.
16?
Because also wisdom.
13.
13?
12.
12? Ellie, what was yours? I'm sorry?
Also 16.
Also 16?
Because also wisdom.
As you all are sleeping, every single one of you hears and you see Hab kind of stumbling through the front door of the barn. He says, oh my, I'm sorry. I thought I heard a noise out here.
It was you.
You probably heard
You're the
many
one
noises
making
out
noise.
here.
You mean it again?
We're trying to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the noise was you kicking the door off.
I'm very sorry about that. I'll leave you. Everything appears to be okay now. And he closes.
Does he seem honest, or does he seem like he's hiding something?
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
Oh, that's not great. 11.
11. Seems honest.
Okay. Yeah, it was you, man.
Oh.
I didn't hear anything.
Very, very sorry. And he closes the barn door and he says, sleep tight. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Bones rolls over and goes back to bed.
Yep, I do too.
Same.
Okay.
I believe him. I'm not going after him. I believe him.
Seems strange, but I'm tired. I'm almost dead. I'm getting my rest in.
All right. And you all drift back to sleep. Rest of your evening is uneventful. You wake up the next morning. You smell, even all the way out in the barn, you smell cooking meats, eggs, toast. Smells delicious. Hilda has clearly whipped up a wonderful breakfast for you.
Name floats by his nostrils like in the old Mel Blanc cartoons all the way into the kitchen.
That's just the
Looney
Looney Tunes of
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Perfect. And she says, and you see Hilda sitting there and standing there in the kitchen. She says, "Oh, I have just the thing for you." She brings over a big old plate of eggs and all the meat she could find, and then sets down a basket of biscuits.
Oh yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
If you weren't married, then I just go to town. I'm going to town on Helga's meat basket.
Wow.
Yes. Darn starring Stormy Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so you all are sitting around eating breakfast.
Wait, can we rename the episode to that? Going down on what's her name's meat basket.
Going to town
The,
on
the
Hell's
YouTube
meat
can
basket.
rename to whatever. Yeah, sure.
All right.
So you all sit back down to breakfast, and Hab sits down with you, and he says, "So, where are you all off to?"
I'm gonna look at Gror. We're going to the big city, old guy.
I guess Waterdeep is our best lead at this point.
Yeah.
He says, well," and he reaches behind him and he pulls out a small gold locket that it has the same M that's on the top of his wine. He hands it over to Ellie, and he says, "Here, my dear, hang on to this. Remember us."
I will. Thanks. And I put it on along with my 50 other necklaces that I'm wearing.
I thought you'd appreciate that. And then he reaches behind him again, and he pulls out a small gold bracelet, also emblazoned with the M, and he hands it over to Nain, and he says, You've been good to my wife, Hilda. This is for you to remember us by."
I was trying to steal her.
Does it fit over my head?
It's a bracelet.
It's a bracelet.
So no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm
So
just
no, it's the answer.
But I like that he tries.
I'll
just
put it on.
imagining this, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Awesome.
I just want to point out that this locket almost certainly goes down to my belly button.
Wait.
That's true.
Your Ellie button.
Go on. Just go home.
See you guys later.
Just go.
Colleen looks horrified.
The shit I have to put up with, you guys.
Yeah, we can log off. All right.
And
Oh shit.
So I'll put the bracelet on
okay.
my wrist.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna watch you struggle with that, and then go there and help you, because there's no way
Yeah.
your big old fingers are in the class.
It's very confusing. I don't understand. Oh man. So Hab says, "Well,
Thank you.
my friends, I wish you the best of luck. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to come by. Don't forget, we make all the best things. It's award-winning."
I believe that.
Yeah, I've heard.
Hey, any
Well,
chance
thanks,
we could get
bro.
some of these biscuits
thanks,
to
homie.
the road?
Oh, Hilda just kind of turns around and grabs off the counter this bundle that was sitting there. And she says, "I already have them for you, dear."
Oh, you're
Nice.
fantastic. Thank you.
Wait, is her name Hilda or Helga?
Hilda.
Oh man, I was eating her sister Helga's meat basket.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not offended, Nain.
Yours is so much better though, Hilda.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Especially when you can have them both at the same time, though.
I mean,
No.
yeah, it's a lot of meat.
It's a lot of meat basket.
meat.
A lot of meat.
Nain can handle it. I think Nain's got it under control.
That's true.
Yep.
Hey, let's head to Waterdeep.
Oh
Okay, I
boy.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could make
fine.
meat basket puns for a bit longer if we really wanted to, but
Hey,
There's so many
let's
more
go.
jokes.
Are there,
Yeah.
or is it pretty much just the same joke over and
Oh,
over?
it's
Well,
probably the same joke every time.
that's fine
but-
though. That's still good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
It's fresh.
who's leading this shindig down the road?
Gror.
Yeah. Sure.
Gror, go ahead and make a perception check to kind of figure out where you are as you get out on the road. You know, recognize landmarks, compass direction, all that jazz.
17.
17. Yeah, so as you get out on the road, you start to look around and you realize, oh man, okay, we're probably about 2 days travel south of Waterdeep by foot.
Oh, not bad.
This isn't going to be too bad. You're down near, hold on, I'm trying to remember this map by memory. a little rough. You're on the main trade
I don't know
road.
where the hell we are.
You're on the main trade road, kind of near Long Saddle. About 2 days travel south of Waterdeep, give or take.
Okay.
Oh, only 2 days. That's not bad.
So yeah, as you're traveling, everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh, pretty good. Pretty good.
16.
21.
15.
15.
18.
18. Okay.
21.
Ooh. 21. As you're walking, you kind of begin to notice this very
Ominous music.
acidic smell in the air.
Acidics. I don't know. Is it something I would recognize as a druid? Anything like nature-y?
No, this doesn't seem entirely natural.
Hey, does anybody else smell that? No, that's not what I say. I say, Nate, what is wrong with you?
Does anybody else smell that? Beautiful.
Come on, Nane. My mouth was open and everything.
If you only knew the list of what was wrong with me, you'd faint.
Awesome.
No, but really, does anybody else catch that? Something's weird.
So as you all keep traveling on a
Yeah,
little further.
I want to like follow my nose a little bit, but head on the path. Does it get stronger as we go down the path?
Yeah, no, as you keep going down the path, the smell seems to get more
awesome.
and more intense, but then all of a sudden it doesn't. And it's gone.
Great.
Oh boy.
Everything's fine.
Everything.
Nothing bad could come of this.
Nothing bad's gonna happen.
We got this.
Nothing. And as the day begins to come to a close, you begin looking for a spot to make camp.
Yeah, we should.
And as you make camp, you begin approaching several clearings. One kind of sits back into the trees right next to the road, and the other one seems to be down a trail that is off in the woods, set like in a little clearing. Basically, there's trees between you and the road, or no trees between you and the road. Would be your two choices for a camp.
I would vote trees between us and the road.
Right.
I would rather stay as close to the road as we can.
Let's just camp right in the middle of the road.
You can do that if you'd like.
Let's just climb the fucking tree.
Throw up that hut so nothing can get through and just will block that shit off.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
Mercy, do you have that bubble? Because I have something as well, but it's not as good as the bubble.
Pro tip, if you cast the bubble as a ritual, it doesn't use one of your spell slots. It just takes 11 minutes to do it.
And if we have the bubble, I don't care where we are, near the road or not near the road.
I think
That's a
you're
good
muted.
point. That's a good point about the
My
bubble.
bad. Sorry, I'm
Forgot
sitting here
about
like
the
being
bubble.
all chatty about my little hut.
I know. Bubble, yay, nay?
Yeah, I can do it if you guys want.
I think we should.
Yeah, ritual it up. You don't even got to use a spell slot if you got time.
How big is that
should have
bubble? Like,
smoke
what
heater.
is the?
It's 10 by 10. You all are basically laying on top of each other. It's small. It's like a
It says-
two-man tent size.
It says like seven medium characters can fit.
Right.
comfortably.
9
But,
creatures of
nine
medium
creatures.
But
size or
essentially, the bubble's 10 by 10, like in
Sure.
dimension sizes. But yeah, you can.
Because I have my own bubble I can create. It's not as good as that bubble, but I might be able to make it on top, which would just be extra. And mine doesn't take a spell. It's just a thing that I know how to do. But does this bubble give us total cover?
Yeah.
Like, would it be? Oh, then never mind. Mine won't work.
All right. So you're just gonna live in the bubble.
Yeah,
with
we can get cozy. I mean,
with
we're a handful of like
well-
small, medium creatures.
Well, and,
so
and
yeah.
with this, with the hut, it's temperature controlled. You don't need a fire. It's opaque.
We don't need somebody at
Nobody can
launch.
see in. You can make it whatever color you want. So you can just make it black, green, like whatever. What color is your bubble?
It's gray.
Gray
It's
bubble.
like a gray-green. Yeah.
Gray-green bubble.
Like camo-ish.
Camo bubble. Olive drab bubble.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes.
All right. And then, yeah, you guys can see out it like it's just one big window, and then you can pass through it freely as well. Yeah. So, do you guys have any watches with the bubble?
Nope.
It's good for 8 hours.
Yeah, fuck it. We don't need it.
I might sit up for a little bit just to kind of, not as like an active watch, but just to kind of observe and see if anything interesting happens.
Okay.
Not necessarily from a defensive standpoint, although if something does happen, I'll probably let people know.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception
Out of
check.
curiosity. 20.
20? Okay.
Yeah. Not a natural 20 total.
Off in the distance, where the tree line, just inside the tree line. I guess it's not that far in the distance, like, I don't know, 8 feet in to the tree line. But it's shadowy. You can't really see anything there, but you see something large and hulking move through those trees, and you hear a thump, 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 thump as it moves past the bubble.
But it doesn't see us.
That's fine. It's cool. Thanks, Bubble.
Doesn't seem to pay you any mind.
Okay.
Bubble's hooking it up right now.
Fuck you, Bubble.
Did Bubble ruin your storyline?
Nope. You can never ruin my storyline. You can only make it better.
Okay.
Is that a challenge?
This to yourself.
Also, wasn't a challenge.
I mean, I could try. I could try.
Wasn't.
Gror murders everybody. They all fall asleep. I just silently slit all of their throats, starting with names.
Everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting with names.
Then we're
Yeah,
going to
he's the
switch to
only one
Call
I'm
of
actually worried about
Cthulhu. Let's go ahead and make madness checks.
Yeah, Gror has an aneurysm and just is convinced that everybody is his enemy now.
Oh boy.
He's old, man. He's an old dude.
Oh, good lord.
His ticker ain't working too good, you know, like he's only got so long left.
So, Ellie, you
Only
see
another
this.
75 or so years.
You see this massive thing go passing by the bubble.
Starring Storm Daniels?
Yeah.
Do you just kind of ignore it and go to sleep, or
I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch it. Like,
I think you go fight it. Just see if you can punch it to death.
Yeah,
you know?
you see
where
this.
to go.
You just kind of see this shadow
I don't think I'm not tempted to follow it.
out of you. Can't hear it anymore.
Is
Can't
it
see it anymore.
heading the direction we're going or the direction we're coming
It was headed the
from?
direction you're headed in. Yeah.
Oh, so we might. I'm gonna. No, I'm not, because she'll get mad at me. Because Mercy's not a morning person.
Oh.
So just in this little bubble, I'm just gonna cast Produce Flame,
Okay.
just as like a nervous habit. So I have this like fireball in my hand.
Okay. Yeah. So you're just sitting there,
And then,
fireball glowing, staring out into the darkness.
yeah. And then eventually I fall asleep.
Okay.
With the fireball in your hand?
With the fireball?
Oh god.
I'll
All right. Everybody, make what's your passive perceptions again? There's a fire inside the thing. You're sleeping.
No, I'll wave it out.
No. So you all wake up. The rest of the evening having gone completely uneventful. You wake up to find that the bubble is just kind of starting to fade away.
So then I will tell, guys, there was this big scary thing that came by last night, and it didn't see us, and I didn't wake anybody up, even though I really wanted to. And it's heading the same way we're going, so we might see it again. But it was this really big, scary thing.
Everybody, as the bubble finally fades away completely, you notice that in the perimeter where it was, there's, in the grass and dirt and stone down there, is just burn marks. Just all around.
I
the
didn't do
bubble.
that.
Like the
Inside the
bubble
bubble?
made the burn marks?
Are you sure you didn't, though?
No, it looks like
No, I'm not.
if rain were fire, it just sprinkled around the bubble.
Like, instead of morning dew, it's morning fire?
Kinda, yeah.
Morning
But I mean, it's
ember.
not on fire; it's just burned.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like remnant.
You're just burned.
You're talking everywhere outside of the bubble?
Yeah, about a 10-foot perimeter completely around the bubble.
Hmm. You really meant that one, didn't you, Mercy?
I guess. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before.
That doesn't put me at ease.
Make.
Yeah. Can I like look at the blades of grass and see? Does it look like?
What check do I want you to make?
Oh
here?
shoot! I just thought of a thing I wanted to do overnight. Oh well.
Make a general intelligence check, alchemy if you're proficient.
Alchemy. Arcana.
Nope, alchemy if you're proficient, like making potions
Alchemy
and
isn't a
stuff.
thing.
I might be, but I don't remember.
Hey,
Alchemy
thanks
isn't
DK109 for the raid.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
What up, DK109?
Thanks, man.
Trey, alchemy isn't a
Alchemist
option.
tool, the alchemist kit is a thing. So
Oh.
if you're proficient with alchemist tools, then yes,
that.
you'd be proficient in alchemy, which you'd be able to add your proficiency bonus to this.
I gotcha. I get what you're saying.
But instead,
I
just
have a
make a
poisoner's
general
kit, but I
intelligence.
don't think that gives me.
No, it's not.
I
it.
have,
No,
an
it doesn't.
herbalism. I have an
Um,
herbalism kit. Or,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can have to be proficient in that. So let's go with that. Sure, that works.
Otherwise, this was a what check?
General intelligence. And everybody can make it if you want.
Trey, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, beautiful.
13.
13.
We'll just pretend like Gore didn't help. It's probably better that way.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The natural 20s, you guys look at this and you're like, oh. Well, Nain, you look at it and you're like, oh, well, I know why this is. And Ellie, you look at it and you're like, oh, well, I know what this is. And so, Nain, you recognize it as what happens after you've been burned by acid, because you've been burned by acid several times.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Ellie, you recognize it as what happens when acid burns something, because you know how to make acid.
Yeah.
Duh.
This is acid.
Well, how far away was the big scary thing last night? I need more information about the big scary thing. What did it look like? What did it sound like? How big was it? Was it just big in comparison to you because you're very small?
Best you can estimate is it was about 20 feet from you, but it's hard to tell because it seemed real big, and if it was real big, then it could have been further than that. It's hard to tell.
Well, it was real big. Like, real big. Like, I think even you would say it was real big because it made real big, heavy footsteps. And it was, it was like over that way a little bit, not quite to the road. Kind of just hulking through the trees. It was dark, and I'm not real good in the dark. I don't see very well in the dark. So I didn't really get a good look at it. I just heard it, and I saw like a shadow.
Also, thank you for the follow, DK.
Yeah.
Ow! Thank you.
I think that.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Anybody have any ideas what that big scary thing could have been?
Could have been anything.
I bet it was scary and big
Seems as such.
and acidic in nature, maybe.
And acidic.
Yeah.
Like a giant fucking tomato.
It was just, when I saw it, it was just walking, right?
It's
It
just a
wasn't
giant thing
Yeah,
of vinegar.
it was just kind of
It was
just kind of
it
passing
wasn't
through
like
trees.
doing anything.
And while you were watching it, it never approached the bubble.
Yeah. I don't think that was what did this, because that just walked through, but I didn't see anything else, and it didn't come near us. Because
Were you awake?
definitely.
Were you awake all night?
Oh no, I definitely fell asleep.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I would like to pick a few of these burned blades of grass and like put them in my pocket,
Sure.
just out of curiosity.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll study them later.
You have burned grass in your pocket.
Awesome. I'm gonna pick them. No, I don't have an herbalism kit. I remind myself of this.
Awesome. Yeah. Anybody else want to investigate anything else regarding the burn marks and the monster?
Are the burn marks and the monster leading towards Waterdeep or away from Waterdeep?
Towards Waterdeep. It was all headed in the... Well, okay, so clarification. Ellie saw the thing in the woods heading towards Waterdeep. The burn marks around the bubble are literally around the bubble. Like, you see them coming near the bubble, around the bubble, and then off in another direction. It's hard to tell which direction
Starring Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Coming near the bubble, on the bubble.
But either way, things were all up in the bubble. Or all tried to be all up in the bubble.
Well, I mean, I guess my plan is still to head to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
And if we find a sweet acid beast to fight on the way there, good. I just got a long rest. Let's go.
All right.
All right, so you all head out back on the road to Waterdeep. You have about another day's worth of travel. And as the morning drags on, the sun begins to climb into the sky. It's just starting to crest over the treetops. It's still really early in the morning. And everybody make that perception check again. One more time.
Yes.
20.
24.
24?
Natural 20 for
Natural
26.
20.
I got a natural 20 and
Natural
I got a
20.
Dang.
Ellie, if you don't
Nice.
succeed, I'm going to cry.
I got a natural 19 for 25.
Beautiful,
Wow.
because you all at the
Natural
exact same moment, about a half hour down the road, start to smell something incredibly acidic creep into your nostrils.
Oh,
It burns
Yeah. Do you guys
as
smell
it
it
burns
this time?
as it enters your sinus and goes down your throat, all the way down into your lungs. You feel this burn.
Mercy's just sneezing over and over again.
And all of a
Very
sudden,
sensitive little
on the road in front of you, you
Almost.
see a giant
Fuck.
monster that's just dripping acid
Oh, bad.
onto the ground.
Oh,
Gross.
As the pieces of acid just drip down, it looks at you and
Oh,
snarls.
Ranged attacks.
Maybe
Do
we
not
can talk him
get
out
in
of
the
this.
suspicious black
Let's roll
zone.
initiative.
Oh, shit.
Yes, let's.
It's a goddamn acid beast. All right, that's okay.
Okay, that was okay. Nice.
That's not good. I've
So
been
this-
rolling awesome for these checks, and then when it matters, no.
this D20 I'm using, the last 3 rolls have been 20, 18, 20.
It
Wow.
sounds like that one is the one that you should always use.
Yeah.
Initiatives. Gror.
15.
15. Mercy.
22.
22. Nain.
Nice.
Fuck you. 21.
21. Nice. Ellie.
10.
10. Bones.
11.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh so hard.
You and me, Bones.
20, 21, 16, 15, 11, 10. Okay. Sorry, one more second. We'll be ready to go here. Mercy, you're going to be first if you want to plan what you're going to do here.
I already know what I'm doing.
All right. All right. What are you doing?
I would like to. Let me count squares real quick.
Absolutely.
20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'm already in range. So I want to cast Fairy Fire on the big O nasty.
Yeah.
Um,
Oops, this is my map.
yeah, I think it's just a thing, right?
It just happened.
Oh
yeah.
no, you can.
I think
yeah.
I got to make a save or something, but.
It's
what-
dexterity saving
Yeah.
throw.
What's the DC? You
Oh
should-
boy.
I don't think he made it. What's the DC?
14.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Great.
Neat.
Then he. What color is he going to be highlighted in?
He's green for acid.
Highlighted in green for acid. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He now glows a beautiful shade of green to everyone that is friendly to you.
Nice.
Nain, you're up with bad guy on deck. Gror, you to follow.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. I can get up to him because my speed's 35.
Okay. Boom, you're right in front of him. And as you approach, you just see his skin glisten with this sizzling liquid as his skin underneath the acid seems to bubble and pop.
Boy, be careful.
The acid just drips to the ground.
Yes.
Gross.
Well, I'm going to rage
Oh, yeah, okay.
and swing my axe. 19 on the die.
Nice.
Holy shit.
I know, right?
No
So
more.
26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You
Okay.
have to use that one forever.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll max the damage too.
Jesus.
18.
18, nice.
Yeah. And I'm going to swing at him again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Stop it.
Holy shit.
Hold on. You just hit him, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the next attack. As you hit him, you cut into his flesh, and acid just comes shooting out of the wound you make.
No.
You take 9 acid damage.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Healing at the ready for you, buddy.
Friend.
And I don't get my...
I'm sorry, that's poison.
DR.
That's poison damage.
Oh, I have advantage against poison.
That's why I changed it on you. Well, I mean, I didn't change it, but like that's why I mentioned that it was actually different, because I thought you did. And
You have resistance to poison, so
Yeah.
that's half damage.
I'm sorry, resistance to poison. So I do only take half.
But if it's acid, it's not poison.
no, this is actually poison. Yeah,
Oh,
you
well,
get
how about
splashed
that?
with this poison fluid that leaks out of this creature.
Well, then, there you go.
Okay. So now my crit hits him.
Okay. What was the first set of damage again? I'm sorry.
18 was
18.
the first set of
Okay,
damage.
thank you.
Holy shit.
17 is the next set of damage.
17. And as you hit him again, this poisonous fluid comes out for another 10 poison damage to you.
Oh my god.
5. Okay. And then my armor attack.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I rolled a 12. So, that is 17, 19.
That hits.
That is a... That's 6 damage.
Okay. And as you drive yourself into him, more of this poisonous fluid pours out of his body and sprays onto you for another 9 poison damage.
Okay. And I'll say, stay back from him.
And I'm sorry, what was the damage one more time?
The last one was 6 damage.
Okay. Sorry. 51. Okay. By my count, you did 51 damage that round. Nicely done.
Oh.
I think you got too much there. Because I
Hold on.
did 18 and 17 is 35 plus 6 is 41.
Yep, sorry. I added 10 somewhere.
41.
Should have just let him keep it.
Either way,
Not bad.
I appreciate the honesty, but still, 41 is impressive at level 5.
That's
Yeah.
what I appreciate about
Hell
you.
yeah, man.
Oh, is that what you appreciate about me?
Let's take about 20% off there, Emily.
All right. The troll goes, having just received quite the throttling from Nain. He snarls in his direction, and as he snarls, this fluid just splashes out of his mouth everywhere he goes, and he reaches to make
Gross.
3 attacks on you.
I got like the worst heartburn. Oh.
Actually, he makes 2 attacks on you. No. Yeah, he makes 2 attacks on you. It's going to be to hit. Sorry. I should be more prepared for this. I'm bad.
Yeah, come on.
22
Yeah. Oh my
and 22 and 31.
Whoa.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
They both hit.
31?
31?
What's his plus? If that wasn't a crit, what does he get to plus on that?
Oh,
At
wait,
least
I'm
plus
sorry,
12.
not 31,
Yeah.
not 31. That was bad. That was really bad. 25.
Oh, yeah.
Still
25
rolled
would
high,
still hit.
but yeah, okay.
Still-
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mikey, for keeping me honest.
I'd
I was
rather
like,
take
oh
on
my
the dragon.
God, no, run away! He got a 31 and he didn't crit. Like, run away!
All right. So from the first one, you take 10 piercing damage and 6 poison damage, and you'll need
Okay.
to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Now this, I have advantage against poison. Is it a poison?
That 6 damage is yes. Yes, this is yes.
The con save is for a
Yep.
poison.
And then you're gonna essentially do this again for 8 damage, and then another 8 poison with another con save.
Well, let me just take that first. I'll make the first con save for you.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Okay, you are
11 is my highest.
Yep. So you are poisoned until the start of your next turn, which means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's to the start of the troll's next turn, at which time you can make the save again. No, actually, this one, it just ends at the start of the troll's next turn.
Gotcha. So I'm assuming I don't need to make it again on his second attack.
No,
I failed.
you will not. No. And then he also, at the end of this, he hits you once with his claws and then bites at your shoulder with his snarly acid face, and then he leans back and he kind of laughs and he draws his hand across his body, cutting a giant gash across his chest. And as he does that, this poisonous spray goes shooting out in front of him, and you just get covered in it for another. It's gonna be 6 from 8. That's what he takes. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. And you take 4 of these. That's gonna be 8, 9, 10, 14. 19 more poison damage.
Ouchie.
And you'll need to make another con save because only because the duration is different for this one.
Okay. So because I naturally gain advantage, but this puts me at disadvantage. That means it negates
just
and I
nothing.
Just roll 1.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's better. 24.
24. Nice. Okay, yeah, you make it. Your level of poisoning has not changed.
Okay.
Cool. And you take half the damage, so you only take half of what I rolled, which is 19.
Yep. I did that. Yeah,
Boom.
This is the lowest Nate has been in a while.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, this guy's rough.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, it's your turn now, Gror, with Bones on deck.
Can I just say, Ellie is like seeing this is like subconsciously taking steps backwards.
Yeah, no, he's kind of hideous. He's kind of hideous. Oh, and he also, when he did that gash, it didn't heal or anything. He took another 9 points of damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash for my action. 25 feet puts me 5 feet behind Gror, and then I want to go another 25 feet in the flanking direction upwards. No, I would be up 1 square from there, sorry. Yeah, so then, that's where I would add, that's 25. And then I want to move 25 more feet, and I want to try to get, like, diagonal up 5. And then diagonal up. And then, so that's 5, 10, then 15 straight left, 20 straight left. I'm not sure which one of those, but I guess I can hit either one of those diagonals.
Yeah,
I guess that's flanking there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I see where you're going.
Yep. Then I'm going to cast, what's it called? Shield of Faith onto Nain.
Okay.
Is that a bonus spell?
It is a bonus action. And you get +2 to your AC for, 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Plenty of time.
Nice. Anything else?
That's a move, an action, and a bonus action. That's all I got for now.
Bones, Ellie on deck.
All right, I'm going to rush up there. I'm going to get right next to Nain.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab him.
All right.
With my rapier here.
I just love that Nain said, "Stay back," and everybody.
Yeah. I noticed.
No, I'm gonna stay back, man.
I heard you, but I know what I'm about.
Sure.
I'm hanging back.
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Nice. All right. Let's see here. With my sneak attack. Oh, I rolled 2 1s and a 3 on my sneak attack. That's gross. That's 11 damage.
Okay. And as you drive your rapier into him, more poison fluid sprays out. Sprays all over you, Nain, and Gror this time. You each take 7 poison damage.
Except I take half.
Nice, me too.
Oh boy.
That's mostly why I ran up there, because I had damage resistance also. Hashtag metagaming table talk. Now I know that it's poison damage. I'm not afraid to get up close.
Ellie.
I'm hanging back, that's for damn sure. Here's a weirdly specific question. What's the weather like?
It's early morning, so it's still a little bit cloudy from having been an overcast night, but it's kind of a mild temperature. There's a little bit of dew on the grass, but it's going to be a clear, nice day.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
This has been your Faerun weather forecast.
I just needed to know. I'm going to cast Call Lightning. Oh boy. Might hit a couple of you. Sorry, guys. No, I'm going to hit it. There's like a spot diagonal from that green dot that is not Gror.
Yeah, the green dot's on him.
Yeah. But I'm going to hit it. There's a little square that's like diagonal from it.
Like right
that's
here?
like directly above him.
Left.
Nope. Go to the left.
Oh, like right here?
Upper left. Like right above his head.
Like right here?
Right, one square.
Like right here?
No, right, not left.
Oh, right here.
That is where I'm hitting it, because any creature within 5 feet, so none of my pals, has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Legit.
Okay.
A bolt of lightning flashes down. Oh, I call in a storm cloud, so it starts getting really slow.
He got a 3.
Nice.
This is gonna hurt. Hurt.
Oh, also, don't forget, people, you've got advantage from the fairy fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't affect me, but
I didn't make an attack yet, but
roll well.
Do you know if you end up poisoned, they just cancel each other out and you end up with nothing? Even if you end up with double advantage, it still just ends up as nothing.
Advantage.
No, it just ends up as nothing.
Oh.
If at any time advantage, disadvantage are at odds with each other, it's just a straight roll.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't just like keep stacking over and over again.
He takes 19 lightning damage.
19 lightning damage as clouds just kind of begin to form out of this sky that was clearing moments ago. Big dark clouds seem to form and formed right above this troll as lightning comes down from the sky, smashing him for, I forgot how much damage you said because I got all wrapped up in my description. 19 damage, thank you. That puts us back to Mercy. Nate on deck.
Yeah. So fun story.
Oh,
Tabletop
everybody's
style.
standing there. Sorry, that wasn't psychic damage. So everybody's standing there.
it was
You
lightning.
also take another 7 poison damage as it just kind of bursts off of him in this weird poisonous mist.
but I take half.
So do I.
Okay, going. Sorry, Mercy. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. So because this is a new character, I literally just realized that I have extra attack, and I've not been using that.
Nice.
So, whoops.
That's neat.
So first, I want to cast Cloud of Daggers at 3rd level, at his lower leftist-most thing square that he's touching. Left.
Down there. Down there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
There's going to be a Cloud of Daggers in that spot, hopefully momentarily.
Okay, I'm gonna try and draw a box. It may or may not go well. We'll find out.
Yeah. And it just does the thing. So,
Boop, 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 boop. All right. Cloud of daggers.
great. Uh, 8 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then,
Everybody else standing around this thing as the daggers slash into it, you take 9 more poison damage.
fuck a duck. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
Didn't realize that was going to happen, but,
Get away from him!
um,
I'm doing all right.
I gotta wait my turn, man.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I guess I'm also going to try to hit him with my short bow.
Okay.
Hey, I'm checking on this because I wanted to make sure. So you get a second attack when you you only get 2 attacks when you do 2 weapon attacks, not a spell and an attack.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh yeah, because
Well,
the
that's
spell
fine then.
the spell eats up your entire action. That's a good point.
Okay. That's
Sorry.
cool.
I was
Well, then
I
I'm
was
good.
I was actually thinking that through in my head, and I was like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I wasn't questioning it because you're the
Because
actual
I was
character,
I
and
was
I trust
surprised
you.
that such a heavy. Well, I was surprised that such a heavy spellcaster gets a second attack.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
I was trying to think of the why, and until you just said it now, I couldn't think of the why.
No, that actually sounds familiar. I just don't think I've ever had a character.
Because it's either you take
that.
you take the attacks for your full action, or you take the spellcasting.
Yeah,
for your full action.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Unless the spell doesn't take full action, in which case it'll be a bonus action cast. Regardless, semantics. Sorry. Nain, you're up with Troll on deck. Groar to follow.
Okay, well, y'all, I'm gonna hit him again.
All right.
So I do have advantage, but disadvantage, so it's just straight attacks.
Yep. This beam.
Oh, I think
Today's
the first
game.
one probably misses. So 12 for the first one.
12 does not hit.
12
Yeah, the poison getting in your eyes, it's getting hard to see or something.
22 will hit.
22 definitely hits.
Shitballs.
For plus 6 right now. 9 damage.
9, nice.
Mm-hmm. And then 23.
23 hits.
23.
23 hits. Sorry, and as you hit him with the last one, sorry, I keep forgetting to do this. You take 13 poison damage. Everybody around him takes 13 poison damage. Just more of this fluid comes flying out of his body.
And then 6 more damage from my armor.
Okay. Ooh, he's not looking good, guys. Tell you
Neither
that
are
much.
we.
Yeah, and as you slam your armor into him again, everybody standing there, 6 more poison damage as more fluid gets splashed around. Next up is him. He's kind of fuming at the pain that he's taken from these attacks. Hold on.
Do I get to make a save on that poison?
No, it just ends. Because the second one didn't hit, so yeah, it just ends. You no longer have disadvantage for now. He attacks you again, however. This time 3 times. 1 misses, 2 hit. Can you make 2 con saves and we'll just get you damage for this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who is Kitty?
22 for the first one.
Okay.
For a second, it sounded like a baby crying. I was like, "Who the hell
21
has
for
a
the
baby there?"
You make both of them. And
don't have
you take
babies.
16 piercing damage
Mhm.
and
Ah,
6 poison damage. But you are not poisoned.
Cool.
Groar.
I want to fight him.
Yeah, get him.
I'm gonna whack him
Okay.
with my whacking stick for my action.
Oh, hold on. Wait, one more second. Sorry, I missed one thing at the top of his turn. But go ahead.
It's a 19 to hit.
You do see at the top of his turn, retroactively. I think my pen's running out
second
of
one.
marker. You do see him, some of his wounds kind of seal up and begin to heal a little bit.
Oh no.
the
Classic.
So sorry, Groar, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna whack him. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
So that's a whopping 6 damage. I roll a 1
Okay.
for him, and then I will use my bonus action or a channel divinity to use a bonus action to make a bonus action attack. I couldn't spit that out. That's definitely gonna hit for like 23.
Okay, that hits.
Does that break the Shield of Faith?
No.
Have you given me damage yet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he took 6 damage on the first hit, and he's
Okay.
going to take 7 damage on the second hit.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, respectively.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Now,
Ouch.
Okay, that got him back up there again, though. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Anything else?
that is it.
Okay, I think my marker's dying. It's upsetting. Then Groar. Oh wait, sorry, that was Groar. Bones, Ellie on deck.
All right. I'm gonna get him here with my rapier again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Get him.
give me a second here. Do I roll double my sneak attack dice?
Yep. Double dice.
Any dice you roll, double. Any math you add to it does not double.
37 damage.
37.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Done.
Shit,
Yeah. So that is interesting.
Ha!
Okay. So as you drive your rapier into him, and you all take a little extra because I didn't do it for last time for Gror, you all are going to take 8 poison damage as fluid splashes off of him, and you see his hulking form drop to the ground.
Nice.
Hey,
Bones is hurt.
Ellie, you want to do anything?
She's in pain.
okay. Well, are we still in initiative?
At the moment.
Okay. I will then, I'm going to use my bonus action Balm of the Summer Court on Name, because I think he's taken the most poison. Okay. Let me get that rolled. Oh, Jesus, that's terrible. Nan, you heal 5 hit points, but you do get 2 temporary hit points.
Oh, thanks.
With that. Oh, man. I will. That's really all I can do. I will not drop. The storm cloud is still up.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it up for a little bit. But nope, I'm not gonna do that because that's also concentration. Because I can't really get to anybody because I'm too little. Hang on, let me see. 25. No, I can't get to anybody. So I'm just gonna stay put and watch the thing.
Okay. Then Mercy, would you like to do anything?
I would like to keep my cloud of daggers in the same spot that it is in, hovering over this thing.
Does it? It only does damage. It does damage at the start of his turn, right?
Let's find out.
Or is it the start of your
Creature
turn?
takes slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time in a turn, or starts its turn there.
Okay. Then Nain, would you like to do anything?
I'm gonna back away from this thing.
Okay.
Good
take a step
idea.
back.
And I'll say, "Come on, Bones."
You just want to take a step back? Or...
No, I want to get I want to get back to where we were with the group.
So back here.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Then as you back away from it, you all see it go.
Yeah, saw that coming.
And it stands back up. And it looks at Bones. And it weakly
Shit.
kind of roars at you. Swings at you again. Ooh. Okay. It's going to be 3 hits.
Oh boy.
And that's going to be... Can you make 3 con saves for me just to speed this up?
All right. 11, 14, and 16.
You failed one of them. So you are poisoned until the troll's next turn. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
You take 25 piercing damage. And 16 poison damage.
Okay.
Ouchie.
Bones is down.
And then.
Oh no!
And then.
No, and then.
And then
That is all it does at the moment.
he needs to take
He did.
dagger damage.
He did take dagger damage at the beginning of his turn. He healed for more than the daggers.
Oh, gotcha.
He's weak though. He's oozing weird seepy poison juice everywhere. Gror.
well,
You
I'm
see
gonna hit
this
him.
thing kind of hulk its way back up onto its feet.
like I don't know why all my friends ran away when he was down. You could have whacked him. So now I'm gonna use my action to attack him.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna try anyway for 14.
14 does not hit.
Does it still have fairy fire?
Oh wait,
Yep,
that's right. I
it
get
does.
advantage.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And hey, that's better. Just slightly. Oh no, actually much better. It's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, great.
You also
Very
take
so-
you also take 13 poison damage. You and Bones both take 13 poison damage
Oh no!
from this.
You
this
did
cloud
not.
of
You did
poison.
not hear me earlier, Trey. I am down.
You still take the damage off of your negative hit points.
So that's a death save if you take damage.
Yeah.
Or a point in the death box or whatever.
it's a-
Great. So I do a whopping 7 damage to
yeah,
him.
no, Mikey's right. That's a failed death save. Automatic.
Yeah, if you take damage when you're down.
Sorry
it's a
about that.
fail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's a thing. I forgot about that
Oh,
too.
wow.
I'm sorry, what else did you say, Mikey?
I did 7 damage to him.
You did 7 damage, and as you do that, you see his mass hulk back down to the ground again.
Okay, then I'll use my second War Priest for the bonus action attack then. And try to hit him again.
Okay.
Yep. For 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Hey, and I finally did good on damage, so 13 damage
13.
on the second strike. Yeah.
Okay. Just because I don't know how else to contextualize it, he takes a death save. Or he fails a death save.
Oh, he's down again?
Yeah, he's down
Like,
again.
keep the pressure on.
Then next up is going to be Bones. Make a death save.
Oh,
17.
shit.
Oh,
17.
God,
Yay.
I was like, don't roll a one.
Ellie, you're back up.
Oh, God.
Bones fell
Okay.
down. So did the monster again.
Bones, I gotcha. You're real weird, but I like you.
Bones is unconscious and cannot hear anything you just said.
It's probably for the better.
It matters not.
I think it's for the rest of the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better. 9 points of healing and 2 temporary hit points.
All right. Game on.
And then I'm gonna zap that motherfucker with the lightning that I still have up. It's gonna be in the same spot so that it doesn't hit Gror or Bones. So he's got to make a dexterity saving throw, but I think he just automatically
Just
fails.
auto fails, yeah.
Nice.
What are you hitting him with?
Lightning.
Lightning. Okay.
I still got that lightning cloud up because it's concentration. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Of lightning damage.
Lightning rains down from the sky.
Yes, it does.
The corpse on the
Weirdly
not
enough,
corpse.
it strikes the
The-
same spot twice.
The body twitches with every blast of lightning. Anything else?
No, that was action, bonus action. I'm done.
Mercy.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hit it with my cross or my short bow.
Okay.
So. What the thing? Sorry. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Mm-hmm. Super duper. So. Oh, great. That's super. That's 1 on the die. So 4 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Golly gee. Thanks for that.
It doesn't take much when he's already down.
Yeah. And then I will do that again.
Okay.
Hopefully. 22 to hit.
Okay.
And that's much better. 9 damage.
Okay.
Not that it matters, but whatever.
Nain.
Is he still alive?
He appears to be lifeless, laying on the ground. But that happened
Hit him
once
again!
before.
Hit him again!
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run back up to him with my axe because I saw that he brought Bones down. So
He like runs, gets back to us, turns around, Bones is unconscious. Ah!
oh god damn it! So move me back into where I was.
Okay.
And that is 19 to hit
19 will hit.
for 14 damage.
Yeah. So you lay into him with your axe gun. Fluid flying everywhere. Weirdly not toxic to you this time. I think you've reached the real inside blood of the creature. There's like a hole between you and Gror, bashing into him with his hammer. You chopping into him with the axe. There's like a hole in his like abdomen here that's just wide open and like oozing blood and pus and goo and like intestine.
Good.
I bet it smells really good.
It smells beautiful. And on top of all of this, all of it is sizzling and bubbling in the acid fluid that is all over its body.
Okay.
I'll help Bones get up.
Okay. You help Bones get up. The troll goes again. You all wait. Wait. It doesn't move.
Hit it again.
It's actually dead this time.
Yay!
Yay!
Hooray!
Oh, I clicked the wrong window. Yay!
All right. I will drop the storm cloud. It clears up again.
All right. So everybody's
dust
back on.
yourself off there,
Everybody's
Bones.
back on their feet. Everybody lived through that adventure. You have this
Everybody okay?
weird
Took some damage.
acidic
But
corpse in front of you. Yeah. What's next?
I'm like, ow.
All right.
Yeah, a number of us are not great.
I will go cure. Let's see. I think I can do cure wounds on all 3 of you.
How far are we from Waterdeep?
Most of the rest of the day's travel. But you'd be there by the end of the day.
Yeah, then I will hit myself with a 3rd level cure wounds.
All right. Bones, I'll do a 2nd level cure wounds on you.
Nain, do you need anything?
Oh yeah. If I can get a little sauce, I should be able to get to Waterdeep.
Yep, let me get you with some cure wounds.
Oh God, that's awful.
I rolled super
that
good,
is-
so I'm almost full again.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Seriously,
Bones,
Joseph?
that's
No,
8.
serious?
What?
Nothing. I'm grateful. She says thank you. You said that's
22
awful, and it made it sound way more dire than it actually was.
Well, it's a 1 and a 4 on D8. It's not.
Oh
great.
yeah.
Nain,
So
did you grab
that's-
that?
No,
8
I'm sorry.
points of
22.
damage you got.
22. Nice.
That's a nice heal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Heal
3rd
better
level
than
cure
you.
wounds. Don't we have a cleric? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's healed himself.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm fine. Anybody else hurt?
I should be able to make it to Waterdeep. Bones might need a little more juice.
Hey, Bones, you want some juice?
I mean,
I got
how much
you into
do
double
I
digits.
have?
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I have 17 hit
I'll
points
hit you with some
right now.
juice. I'll hit you with a regular old cure wounds here. We'll give you a little extra sass.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled good. So that's
Yeah, my D8s are not cooperating.
9. 9 more for you.
Jeez.
Thanks,
Your
Dad.
level 1 did more than my level 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, I did not roll great.
All right.
I'm in good shape.
So you all heal up. Anybody want to look around and inspect this weird
Does anybody have
bubbling
an
body?
empty vial? I'd like to take some of this acid, but I don't have a vial.
I do.
Maybe I do.
I have one. You can borrow it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Make one.
Okay,
Make a herbalism check.
Okay. So what does that do?
To extract
what do I add?
the acid. So it would just be.
No. But what do I add to that?
I'm pretty sure it's just intelligence. But
Intelligence
you
plus
may have
proficiency, 'cause I am proficient.
Yep. That's why. Because you have the kit.
Okay. Cool. It's okay. Plus intelligence, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you find it a little difficult to find a clean enough sample, but you manage to like right under his armpit find like a gland, and you just kind of like start squeezing his arm down and milking it like you're squeezing juice from a lemon. But you get enough to fill a vial.
Milking a cow. I grew up on a farm.
Sure.
Like your Luke Skywalker milking whatever those creatures were.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Cool.
Bones. Make a perception check.
Vial of acid.
22.
22. All right. As you're kind of like kicking through the dust and looking around the corpse and stuff, you see off in
Acid
the
bones?
no, you see off in the trees a sack covered in grease and grossness, just kind of laying near a bush.
Oh, the old grease sack.
How far away is it?
20 feet.
I turn around and I say, hey, I'm gonna go check out this thing. And I go over there.
Okay.
I check around, like, I don't, like, just rush up to it. Like, I go, cautiously, and I check out my surroundings and shit.
Okay.
Make sure it's not, like, booby-trapped.
No, there's nothing weird here. It just you kind of put together based on the context of the situation. You just dropped it here before he came to fight you guys. Looking through the sack, you find a bunch of stuff that
Oh, boy.
this like troll has looted from people walking down the road.
Oh.
Ooh.
And so in this sack you find, hold on 1 second. In this sack, that's terrible. That's better. In this sack you find a total of 3,605 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
You also find a few weird art objects. There's a box of turquoise animal figurines, a bronze crown, a gold ring set with bloodstones, and a silk robe
Hold on.
gold embroidery on it.
What came after bronze crown?
A gold ring set with a bloodstone, and a silk robe with gold embroidery on it.
Okay. What's the rest of the color of the robe?
Purple.
Okay.
Dang, he's been hitting up some.
How many
fancy
figurines are in the
customers.
box?
1.
Oh, just one figurine.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I did say but I meant 1.
Okay.
What sounds just like one?
Is it just a nondescript animal? Like it just has legs?
Yeah,
like
you know, have you ever seen
those?
those wooden figures that you kind of assume are a dog, but when you look at it, you're like, this could be a dog, a cat, a sheep, a cow. Like, it could really be anything. It's very nondescript.
Something that has 4 legs.
Yes.
Okay.
4 eggs, a neck. 4 legs, a
4
neck.
eggs?
4 eggs.
4 legs, a neck. I quit. Oh, man.
All right. And is the sack anything decent? Like, is it a good carrying sack, or is it kind of nasty?
It's gross. It's real gross, Colleen.
Habitable.
Yep, real gross. Real gross.
Gross snack. Yeah.
Gross sack.
Yep. Gross sack.
And so you all carry on further to Waterdeep.
Oh, I show all these treasures to my friends.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Treasures.
I show them to everyone, but then I say, hey, like, I have these, but I'm going to hold on to them for right now.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
You can hang on to the gross sack.
Yeah. yeah.
I
Well,
want to
if
find
you'd
out
like
what all
when
this
we-
stuff is.
If you'd like, when we make camp, I can see if any of this is magical.
That'd be super cool.
It's going to take a few minutes, though.
Oh my god, unacceptable.
Well, that's why I'm saying let's wait.
Yeah, that's just fine. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you all carry on to Waterdeep. The rest of your day is fairly uneventful, and as you approach the city, you see it, the outside wall, ringing the large metropolis with peaks coming over the walls, moving backwards as the mountain rises. You see the city rise with it, perched up on the hill, the larger castles and mansions and the opulent trade ward. As it moves down the mountain, closer to you, closer to the edge of the city, it gets poorer and poorer and more run down, more ramshackle buildings. On the outskirts, just outside the main city walls, you see all kinds of camps set up, traders, travelers, anyone who is not staying in the city or just needs the protection of being near the city for a night or a day or a week or years, just camps outside. Waterdeep is known as the City of Splendors. It's beautiful. It's opulent. There's anything you could imagine here. You could spend your whole life without leaving the city and see all the world has to offer all while there. Bones, are you originally from Waterdeep?
Oh shit, that's a great question, man. Hold on.
Let's find out together.
I haven't.
While she's looking, I will say Ellie has never been to a city this large before and is extremely nervous.
No. There's very few metropolises in the continent of Faerun. Waterdeep is one of two on the Sword Coast. One of only a handful in the entire world.
Yep.
It is a
I'm
massive
not a city
hub
mouse.
of magic, trade, crime. And it's one of the oldest cities in the realms. It's full of mysteries and has its own secrets.
Ooh.
You know, Trey, I don't have it written down. Or I don't have
we'll
Waterdeep written down anywhere, but I do have, I have from Neverwinter written down in my notes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Neverwinter also large, not Waterdeep, however. Yeah. So, yeah. You guys approach, enter.
We'll let
No, let's just
Laura lead
turn
the way.
around. Let's just go home. I changed my mind. I think I don't want to go in anymore.
What time of day is it? Sorry, I totally missed
It's
that.
approaching evening. You'll need to find an inn and bed down for the evening, probably.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or see what kind of nightlife the town has to offer.
Oh my god, is there a
Let's do
club?
that.
Let's go clubbing.
Oh God.
You approach, the guards stop you, and they say, "Hail, travelers. What business do you have in Waterdeep?"
We seek the Grail. No, we are a squad of friends, and we are tired from fighting acid beasts outside of your gates. So you best let us in.
He kind of looks at you quizzically. Acid beasts. Well, I carry on. Please keep your fighting to a minimum, or you'll probably see us again.
Well, I mean, if there's acid beasts, I'm gonna fight them. But otherwise, yeah,
as
we're
long
good.
as you have no acid beasts in
Yeah,
town, we'll be all
yeah,
right.
if they're for free of acid beasts, I don't think you got anything to worry about, dude.
None.
See
that
my
I-
alignment? Look.
None that I know of, good sirs. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
And you note that this guard is kind of staring at you as you walk away. Definitely making note of who he just talked to.
Good.
Well-
That's wonderful.
And you enter Waterdeep. The road you're on is the main road, running straight back towards the trade ward where the main castle is. Let's run through some history, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for some knowledge? Some
Okay,
knowledge.
right
This is a lot of common knowledge I'm gonna drop on you.
Okay.
So Waterdeep is known as the City of Splendors. It's massive. You know that Waterdeep is run by a very large group of people known as the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. So called because no one knows their actual identities. It's assumed that most of these people are the rich, the elite of the business, the business class, the business owners, the politicians, the people that make Waterdeep go. It is assumed that is who makes up the band of the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. However, it is unknown. However, there is always one open Lord of Waterdeep, as in they don't hide who they are. The current open Lord of Waterdeep totally lost her name. I'll get it for you next.
Right.
There is currently an open Lord of Waterdeep. It is a woman. I totally flaking on her name. I'm sorry. There is also an exception to this rule in that there is one more open Lord of Waterdeep, and it's simply because he's revealed himself. He's not currently the open Lord of Waterdeep, who would, for all intents and purposes, be looked at as like High Chancellor, King, President, that kind of role. The other open Lord of Waterdeep, simply because he's revealed himself, is Omen Drawn, of Acquisition Incorporated, owner and CEO. Note, if you guys are laughing because I said Acquisitions Incorporated, it has nothing to do with our other game, Adventure Incorporated.
A light bulb did go off.
Unrelated.
What's his name?
Omen Drawn.
Omen something?
Omen
Drawn?
Drawn. Dran. It looks like Dran. It's Drawn.
All right.
So you have the Masked Lords of Waterdeep lording over the entire place. There is a city guard, a council. There was recently a lot of upheaval around the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. They'd been infiltrated by what is rumored to have been dragon cultists, but that has since been put down. And the current open Lord of Waterdeep is the one who exposed and helped put that rebellion down. This prevented the return of the goddess Tiamat to the world. Being adventurers and things, you all have heard these rumors and heard these stories over the last 5-10 years. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions about Waterdeep? Is there anything specific you would like to know?
Something I should have probably mentioned before was that I would be looking at this journal when possible in downtime to try to glean more,
Okay.
like more details. I guess in this case specifically about what he mentioned about Waterdeep.
Yeah. There's some scrambled notes throughout the journal entries over the years. He mentions that he's gone into the dungeon underneath Waterdeep, and in his mention, he doesn't mention where that took place, but he mentions that he's gone there. Other than that, he only speaks of it as a rumor, a myth. But based on his notes, it's something that would encompass all of the city for miles under the earth. It's huge.
Starting so many else.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay.
And so as you're walking down the road, you all are walking down a very main road. It's probably wide enough for 4 double horse-drawn carts to pass by each other. Shooting off from the main road are all kinds of small, narrow alleys that are maybe 5-10 feet wide each. They shoot off in all directions. There doesn't seem to be any sort of rhyme or reason. There's not a grid here. The only true things seem to be this main road and what you can assume are probably other main arteries that run through the city. And as you're walking through this main artery, you see down one of the side roads, you see a sign for an inn that looks rather quaint. There's some flowers on it. And some nice silver leafing on the sign. It says, The Gilded Lily.
The Gilded what?
Lily.
Lily.
Let's go there.
Do they have ale?
Bones just starts walking.
I'm gonna guess they do.
Okay.
I'm in.
You all find your way into the Gilded Lily. It's a very nice place. It's not dirty like a lot of the inns and things that you'd find, especially this close to a main artery in a main city near the main gate. There's not a lot of foot traffic, but there's some people sitting around at the bar having nice, quiet conversations with their drinks. Yeah. There's a barkeep standing at the bar.
I'm right up to the bar.
Okay. You see standing at the bar a small elven woman. She says, "Oh, hi. What can I do for you?"
First thing I need is an ale.
Oh,
Second,
of course. And she reaches
second thing I
down.
need is another ale.
She reaches down. She produces an ale. She reaches down with her other hand, produces another ale.
And now I'm looking for a room.
Oh, well, just for yourself or for multiple people?
There's, and I look back to the group, and I'm counting 5 of us.
Oh, well, that's not a problem. We have a room that can accommodate 5. Or we can break you up into smaller rooms. It would be, however, no matter the size of the room, 5 silver pieces per night.
I'll put 10 gold on the table and be like, hook us up.
Oh, absolutely. And so she hooks you up with, she says, "This is the best room we have."
Ooh.
And
I'm rich.
This
I got like 900 gold coin. I haven't spent like any of it.
This should cover you for 2 nights.
What?
Okay.
And she also hands you, Gror, an ale. As you guys sip this ale, it's got this very lavendery lilac hint to it. It's kind of nice.
I'm just waiting for one day we go into some posh, like, high-end tavern, and they put down the drink in front of you, and it's just shit. It's just bad. They're like, "This is our own brew. We made it ourselves."
Oh, and it's just
And
garbage.
Maine will
It's just terrible.
announce that it's terrible.
Oh, this is
is
so
horrible. Why did you serve me this? I don't.
Oh, take it away. Well, I'll finish this one, but don't give me another one.
And as you all sit down at a table, Gror lets everyone know he's covered accommodations, and everyone
man.
sits down with drinks and begins to discuss your next steps as you search for whatever adventure lies in front of you. And that is probably where we will call it for today.
Cool.
Getting drunk
All
with my new
right.
friends.
Do we
In a
level
new
up?
town.
Yes, we can level up after the troll fight. So let's level up. You'll be level 6 now, I believe.
7.
7, level 7.
7.
Oh man, that changes
I get
nothing about what I was planning.
That's good.
I throw CR out the rating window out the rating with you guys. CR rating out the window with you guys anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
we do all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I get a level.
that was fun. Hope everybody had a
Yeah.
good time. I had fun with
Yeah.
that.
I do
wanna say-
simple travel.
I do want to say thanks again to DK for the
Yeah.
raid
Yeah.
and sticking around in the chat and chatting with us and checking it out. We're going to be doing it again next Sunday.
Next Sunday, and then we're off for like a month. So that was the other piece of news we need to drop here. We're going to be off the Zahrt. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to be off September 9th through September 30th. We'll be back on the 8th of October.
7.
7th of October. Damn, I'm so close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back on. We're gonna have next week, and then we'll be off for 4 weeks. We'll be back on the 7th of October. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Woo! Thanks for the follow.
Also, thanks for the follow, Ash Vaughn.
Yeah.
Trey, do you want to tell a little bit about what followers are being entered into?
Yeah, so if you follow us on Twitch, you are going to be entered as soon as we hit 100 followers. You're going to be entered into a drawing for a free player's handbook, set of dice, and some other goodies that I'm slowly adding to the mix to be determined later. But at least the player's handbook and dice, at minimum. But yeah, thanks for following. Thanks for hanging out. You should follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. It's /Attack of Op or @Attack of Op on all the things. And that's Attack of OP, not OPP. We're just down with the OP, not the OPP. That most of our audience is way too young for that joke. All right.
Oh my god. I just felt so old though. I got it.
Thanks. Some of your players are too young for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
no.
several of our players are too young for that joke.
So we also do show every week on Saturdays called The Solution, where Trey and Emily work together on solving a mystery puzzle box. Right now, you guys are doing Hunt a Killer's Initiation box on Saturdays.
Yeah, we just finished box 5 for Hunt a Killer's Initiation, and box 6 is the last box. So we're finishing that story. It's going to be interesting.
That'll be super cool.
And then on Mondays, we're doing The Solution After Dark, which is a different box, same company. It's the Empty Faces story. We're on season 2 of Empty Faces. Right now, the storyline is The Mountain. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's about like some cult on a mountaintop, and
it's very culty. It's good.
Very, very cool.
I've been enjoying the Empty Faces one a lot. That one's way easy to like poke fun at and make jokes to. So.
Yeah.
So we're also going to have some video game stuff coming up, some multiplayer stuff.
Yep.
While
we're off on break, we're going to throw in some random stuff on Sundays. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us. I hope you had fun. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.